Thanks everyone for coming out today. Can you all hear me in the back? Jill will let me know for certain. My name is Kevin Hall. I'm the communications officer here at the Lexington Fayette County Health Department, and we're so happy you all could be here to celebrate with us. Really, my first words should have been finally. This has been over 2 years in the making. We started, I remember very clearly sitting in Dr. Humbaugh's office on one day in early 2019 when the idea of a mural, of updating the mural, was something he presented. We had no idea what this would entail. So fortunately, LexArts came together to work with us. And one of the things you'll hear from other people talking today is how this is a true community partnership to make this happen. And many of whom are here today, thankfully, to celebrate with us. We were just reminded of this talking with some of the council members, is that when we, right at the piece of asking people for soliciting some donations from the community, working with LexArts for that, COVID hit, so it was just not the best time to start asking people, can you spend some money on art? But we appreciate the community's patience as we've worked through this and are very excited to be unveiling this today. Joining us when speaking will be Commissioner of Health, Dr. Craig HUMBAUGH, again, whose idea was to merge public health with public art and to see this beautiful mural behind us. Mayor Linda Gordon, the artist Jeremy BURCH, and President and CEO of LexArts, Amy SWEETALL. And before I turn it over to Dr. HUMBAUGH, I think this is a surprise to him, so if you'll bear with me. Dr. HUMBAUGH is retiring from us and from his career in public health at the end of this year. And we wanted this mural to not only be a way to represent public health, but also to show a little bit of our appreciation to him. And so we asked Jeremy to do something subtle, a little nice nod to Dr. HUMBAUGH. So Dr. HUMBAUGH, it's already on there. You can't take it off. But we have a heart with HUMBAUGH on there.
You have to look closely. Right. On the tree, right in a great place.
Right. We wanted it to be. Dr. HUMBAUGH is not one for a lot of the attention and spotlight, so it's subtle. You have to look for it and know it's there, but it is there. And we intentionally wanted it to just be the last name HUMBAUGH because it also not only honors him, but it honors his late parents and the role that they played. It was every time he would go visit, he would bring back flowers from their garden or produce from their home. And so it's being able to let that legacy live on as well. So thank you for being here, Dr. HUMBAUGH. If you could come up and say a few words.
Great. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Jeremy. That's wonderful. What a marvelous opportunity we have here today to celebrate, to take a little time out of the events of COVID and celebrate our community's commitment to being well and our health department's resolve to helping Lexington be well. Wellness is not just about physical health, but also about spiritual and mental health as well. And as Kevin said, we've been dreaming for a while about how we could replace the old mural with a new design that would more fully embody our values as a health department and our mission for the future here in Lexington. And I think that this design does just that, so we really appreciate that. I think I'll just point out, if you notice, that it actually includes all of our values, which the first letter of each spells out the word CARES: caring, accountability, respect, equity, and service. And I think that's a really nice part about this particular design. So thank you very much for that. So we're all very appreciative of that, and I'm especially appreciative as I kind of transition away from this role as Commissioner of Health to finally see this come to fruition here. I want to especially thank, and I wrote down some folks because I don't want to forget folks, but special thanks today to, of course, to Jeremy, the artist, to LexArts for helping us with this project, for LFCHD staff who kept on despite our kind of delays and necessitated by COVID and the challenges necessitated by COVID. The Board of Health, of course, the council members, mayor, design selection committee, and the members of the public. If you remember, this is 2 years ago, the members of the public voted for this design. Also, Mural Design Construction and Mike Mural at Flying Armadillo. All of them helped make this project a reality. Finally, I just want to say I feel like we're really fortunate. Amy and I were talking about this just before this conference, that we're located here on a busy thoroughfare, a main artery of Lexington, and it's an opportunity where this mural can be seen, admired, and appreciated by the many motorists and passers-by each day. And I hope that it will serve as an inspiration for the public and for our own staff here at the Lexington Fayette County Health Department to continue to help Lexington be well. Thanks, Kevin.
That's great.
Also, I forgot to mention also that two of our council members, James Brown and Josh McKern, who either represent this district in Mr. Brown's case or very close to this district in Mr. McKern's case, will also have a few words. But for right now, I'm going to turn it over to our mayor and for her opportunity. And again, thank you, Mayor, for your support, not only for this project, but everything you've done through in your term here and helping us in our mission.
Thank you very much, Kevin and Dr. HUMBAUGH. It is good to see that old smoking mural gone. That's from the old smoking wars day. So first I want to recognize our council members who are with us. We've got Councilmember James Brown, Councilmember Liz Sheehan, Councilmember Josh McKern, Councilmember Jennifer Reynolds. Are there any others? Thank you all so much. I want to start today by saying thank you to Dr. Craig HUMBAUGH, Kevin Hall, and all of the amazing Health Department team members. Ooh-wee. Thank you, thank you. You have been working so hard these past nearly 2 years. It just almost doesn't seem possible we would have been in this for 2 years. But you have stayed so steady and strong, and I so appreciate it. And I've really been honored to be a partner with the Health Department. And we've made a great team, preparing, responding, educating, sharing information. Lots of good work has gone on, so thank you. And Dr. HUMBAUGH, I know you never wanted to take on this monumental task as health commissioner with a pandemic. And of course, I didn't expect it either, but you know, our council didn't expect it, our community didn't expect it, but we all did what we needed to do, so thank you. And I want to wish you a happy and long retirement whenever that happens.
Thank you.
So today we combine three things that I love: healthcare, and I'm looking out there. Where'd she go? Oh, there she is, Commissioner of Social Services, Casey Allen Bryant, a former chair of the Board of Health, and my commissioner now of Social Services. She's a registered nurse. We love healthcare. We're combining arts and the community. Three things that many of us love. And it's so exciting to be here to help officially unveil this beautiful mural. I want to thank Amy SWEETALL and the Lex Arts Board. Thank you. Jeremy BURCH, thank you so much for creating this wonderful mural and dedicating to the CARES mission and having the secret surprise for Craig HUMBAUGH right there. That's awesome. It's beautiful. And so we all know that professional, reliable health care is so important to our community and to our lives. And many in our community rely on the services of our health department. There's COVID testing, vaccinations, flu shots, access to life-saving medications such as Narcan, HIV, hepatitis testing, safe needle exchange. We remember also our restaurant inspections, which keep many of us safe when we're going out to eat, and many more services. So the health department does live up to its mission: caring, accountability, respect, equity, service. So thank you all so much. Congratulations on the mural. And it will be noticed by hundreds and hundreds of people as they travel past here every day. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mayor. Amy Sweetall is the president and CEO of Lex Arts. She'll be speaking on behalf of all the staff and employees who have really made this happen. When we say, it's cliche to say we couldn't have done it without you, but in this case, we really couldn't. We know public health pretty well, and we don't know. We knew how we wanted a mural, but we didn't know how much work actually went into that. So thank you, and Amy, if you could come up to the podium.
Thank you very much, Kevin. This is super exciting for all of the reasons that Dr. HUMBAUGH, Honorable Mayor Gorton, and Kevin have all said. This partnership and collaboration with healthcare and the arts is exactly what Lex Arts is here to do. We are always on the ready and willing to make arts part of the fabric of all that happens here in Lexington. So we really appreciate this opportunity and that we think has really just turned out to be a beautiful representation for the health department. Jeremy BURCH is an amazing artist that we were so fortunate to have as a part of this project. And as you can see, he even made some adjustments and pivots as we went along just to accommodate really the really goodwill that the health department brings. I would like to just give you a little bit of a background of what it takes to get a mural like this up, and with this public partnership. Like we said, this has been a long time in the making, not on purpose, but for all of the reasons that we all know about. 23 different artists applied to do this mural, put in their designs for this project. We had nearly 900 citizens of Lexington vote on which design they liked for this project. So that's a really great representation of our public getting involved in public space and public art. And then, of course, we landed on our artist, Jeremy BURCH, which was really a wonderful collaboration there. Once you have an artist working and ready to make a mural, then you have to figure out how to get it up on this space. As you can see, they are panels. It's not painted directly on the building. Jeremy probably would have said no thank you if we said to paint on those little tiny pebble rocks. So then we have to talk about how to do that. So I want to thank particularly Josh Marilla and David Hastings from Mural Construction. They really came in from an engineering and installation standpoint to figure out how we can get these panels on here safely and securely for a long time to come. So thank you, Josh and David. Mohammed Siraj at Pyramid Engineering really helped us to come up with that plan on how we could make that construction work. Michael Burrell at Flying Armadillo Signs for consultation and studio space for Jeremy to work. And then Kevin and Dr. HUMBAUGH, Katrina Howard, and everyone at the health department for really helping us along those lines to make sure that we were all working in partnership to make that happen. So thank you so very much. And we also want to thank the city of Lexington. The partnerships that we are gaining throughout all of these processes really just take us that much closer to having that full arts partnership throughout the city on everything that we do. So thank you so very much.
Before we bring Jeremy up, if the council members McKern and Brown would like to say a few words.
I like you. Good afternoon. I'm Councilman James Brown. I'm excited to be here today, not just to celebrate Jeremy's work with this mural, but also this partnership and collaboration between LexArts, the health department, and everybody involved. This area, this spot is very special to me. I actually grew up right across the street in Charlotte Court and spent a lot of time running back and forth New Circle Road, dodging cars and coming to the health department. So to be able to see this building that is, just a building be beautified by the artwork and maybe have the opportunity to encourage others to be healthy and to seek healthcare is something that's real special. There's a lot of opportunity in our city to beautify Lexington, and to do it and to send a message about your physical health. But I think what art does for us, I think it makes us think about our mental health and the way that we feel about our environment and our community. And I'm just appreciative, Jeremy, what you've been able to do in this mural is something special. And the mayor said hundreds. I bet the traffic count is thousands of people will be able to see this. So thank you for your contribution. Thanks.
No, it's all right. I love my gloves over here. I got out of my vehicle today and I said, I'm gonna make people smile and put a Santa hat on. And then I was asked if I wanted to speak. And y'all know I can't say no to that. No, I want to come up here, at least give a shout out here and say thank you to, not just, and congratulations, Dr. HUMBAUGH, but to our healthcare workers, to our staff here that do everything that they have through the 2 years in the pandemic. Everything that you all have done has been exceptional. And this community can't take enough opportunities to say thank you for everything you all have done. Kevin, same thing. So thank you all. Councilmember Brown kind of hit on the nail on the head when he said, was talking about how encompassing that murals and artwork, how it brings our communities together. It does. And I'm thrilled that this is now a piece that brings both of our districts together here on Newtown Pike. And so thank you to LexArts, Jeremy. Great work. And I appreciate the opportunity to speak today. Thank you all.
Before we bring Jeremy up, I want to tell a quick story about him. When we had the final selection from the panel and then with the input from the community, I was talking with Jeremy and he mentioned about what a thrill this was, not only because I believe this is your first mural, at least at that time it was. You probably have been able, who knows, in the time since, but it really meant a lot to him because one of his, if not favorite artists, has a mural a few buildings down, and he talked about how every time he would drive down Newtown Pike, he would see that artist and think about how he would love to be able to be a part of that community one day, to be a part of having his work represented, and then to know that just truly a few feet up the road, he has his work on a building. It really just spoke to him, and it was just hearing that from him made us know that the selection was absolutely the right one, not only for the work that he's done, but for just the content of the character of the person that he is, and understands how truly special it is to be a part of this project. So Jeremy, thank you for everything, and now, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I think most importantly to me right now is I just appreciate all the support from everyone. If it wasn't for everybody coming out and voting, then I wouldn't have been able to do this at all, so it means a lot to me for that. It was really important for me to kind of display how active Lexington is. And during that period of time, obviously, the pandemic had just hit. So this was already designed. Like, this was my representation of Lexington, like driving around and just seeing how active the community is. And then right when we were about to put it up, COVID hit. And I think now it's more important to kind of see and remember and like just see how active everyone is, and everybody just taking their part in the community and going to the parks and just getting together and helping each other. And it's also really important to me to just kind of show all the stuff that the health department does for everybody, because some people think it's just, health inspections and things like that, but there's tons of other stuff that they do. And putting the cares in there, I think, was a huge deal to me, to just kind of show everybody everything that the health department does for the community. So that's all I have to say.
I think one of the neat things, and Jeremy and I have talked about this, is that as you come, and it's the point of public art with a mural like this, is you're not going to capture everything that the message is intended when you drive by. It's meant to come up and look at it and to see it, and for repeat visits, because every time I look at it, I see something different. And hearing him speak and hearing everyone talk today, the thing that's striking me are the people that are helping each other and are with each other, and that really is representing what this is all about. And so finally, not only a thanks to the people who spoke today, but a thanks for you who are here joining us, those of you who are watching, because you made this happen. We appreciate you, and we look forward to continuing helping Lexington be well.